These are the current UFC champions of the world, and I'm going to be taking a look at all of them and telling you which one of these champions are most likely to lose their title first. If you're wondering where John Jones is at, well, after the Stipe fight, he's going to retire, so I decided not to really include him on this list. Coming up first, Alex Pantoja. Pros, lack of contenders. He's already beaten pretty much everyone except for the two Japanese guys, Kaya Sakura and Tatsuro Taira. Outside of that, he's pretty much beaten everyone. And on top of that, his durability. This dude takes shots. Outside of Davis Figueiredo, he's never been finished via knockout, I think. And not only does he take the shots, but he keeps pushing the pressure. So yeah, his durability is definitely a pro. Cons, his age, especially for the flyweight division. I think he's 36 or 35, which is on the older side for that division. So you never know when that regression is going to happen. And then also his striking defense is atrocious. If he had an average chin, he would have been knocked out so many times. Like Steve Erceg landed the same left hook about 10 times within the span of 30 seconds. So he makes no adjustments on the feet. He just blocks with his chin, but somehow it works for him. Going to 135, we have Sean O'Malley. He has true one-punch KO power for that weight class. Arguably the best striking in the UFC, and his footwork, whenever he doesn't allow himself to get backed up against the cage or get in any position battles, like trouble-wise, because he's able to angle out of almost anything with his footwork. Is especially the Aljamain fight, you see it. It was just beautiful. Cons, his grappling doesn't mean it's bad. It's really just unknown. So, not really sure. We've only really seen his grappling in that Petr Yan fight, and it looked good enough to defend, but Petr Yan's not really a grappler, so we'll have to really wait and see in that. And then Umar, I think Umar is stylistically the worst matchup for O'Malley. So, yeah. If he gets past Umar, I don't really see anybody in that 135 division beating him. But Umar, though, is a big problem for him, I think, and when he gets past Merab. At 145, we got Ilia Topuria. Again, true one-punch KO power. When he lands clean, they go to sleep. And then also his grappling, I think, is the best part of his game. He just never has to use it. Like, Bryce Mitchell is supposed to be a great wrestler, great grappler, and he controlled where that fight was at every moment of it. And the Ryan Hall is supposed to be a jiu-jitsu wizard, and Ilia Topuria had no problem dealing with him and his attacks on the ground. Cons is his size. Now, I'm not saying, like, he struggles making that weight, but his frame, he's shorter, and he struggles with the longer ranged opponents like Max Holloway and Arnold Allen. So I think that will hurt him whenever he fights those guys. And then also his head movement. All he does is block and parry his opponent's shots. He never moves his head off the center line, which has led him to be susceptible to shots. Luckily for him, he has a great chin and he's able to take the punches, but if he comes up against some heavy hitters, it's going to cause some problems for him. Then 155, Islam Makhachev, good at everything, controls where the fight goes. If it's on the feet, it's because he wants it on the feet. If it's on the ground, it's because he wants it on the ground. If he wants you against the cage, he'll have it against the cage. It's really hard to find a chink in the armor for him. Although in his debut, he showed he can be caught, he can be finished. In the Volkanovski fight, he showed in the 4th and 5th round, he slowed down. He was also got caught by the right hand in the 5th against Volkanovski in the first fight. And then in that Dustin Poirier fight, he slowed down in the 4th and 5th round. He eventually got the finish, but you could tell it was, if he didn't get that takedown that led to the finish in that 5th round against Poirier, I think it would have been a struggle for him. So I think this Sarukian fight coming up is going to be very interesting. Bilal Muhammad, pros, one of the best grapplers in the heaviest grappling division. I don't like Sean Brady's a very good grappler, and he was able to deal with him easily. And then also strength. He's like arguably one of the stronger guys in that division. I don't really see many people out muscling him, out being stronger than him in that division, and it pairs really well with his grappling. Collins, he's a shit striker. Like, it's pretty simple. Unless you're Sean Brady, if you're able to keep this fight on the feet, you should have no problem winning against Bilal Muhammad. And then also, he's in a heavy contender division. Shavkat, JDM, Ian Gary, Carlos Prates, even Brian Battle. So it's like he's gonna have some killers waiting for him if he's able to defend his title. 185, we got DDP. He's like, everyone who fights him says he's super strong. Even Adesanya recently. Now, he's not like strong as in power puncher, but his punches are heavy and they hurt. They don't put you to sleep right away, but they just hurt. And then also, undefeated kickboxer, is great jiu-jitsu, and good wrestler. Just really everywhere the fight is, he's okay wherever it's at. And in a division like 185, that's something very good to have. And then Collins, he has some tough prospects in his division. Baralho, Pfeiffer, even Bo Nickel to some extent. So that could cause some issues if he stays champion. And then he struggles against pressure. Like, if you pressure him, he loses the fight. Sean Strickland, when he pressured him, he was winning. Adesanya, when he pressured him, he started winning. The problem is he finds a way to out-pressure you. But if you can out-pressure him, that's your path to victory against DDP. Alex Pereira, pros, he's in a striker-heavy division. Everyone wants to strike with him, and it makes no sense because he literally has the most dangerous shot in fighting with that left hook. And, like Khalil Roundtree said, and even Uncle Live said they're not going to take him down. Don't know if that's true, but if it is, you're literally retarded. So there's that. Collins, he is on the older side, 37, so you never know when the chin might deteriorate. But outside of that, it's really just the grappling. He got out-grappled by Blachowicz and Adesanya, even Prochazka to some extent. So we don't really see it that much, so we don't know the extent to how much he's improved, but it's definitely not great. So if you can exploit it, you should, but the light heavyweight fighters don't want to. And then Tom Aspinall, basically everything in the heavyweight division, he's the best at. He's the fastest. He has the best striking. He has the best jiu-jitsu, the best wrestling. So I don't really see how he can be beat, because he's already beaten all the top contenders anyway within the first round. The only con is that he fights at heavyweight, and not only does one shot all it takes in fighting in general, but especially in the heavyweight division, where he's let his chin out to be caught a couple times, but he's able to take him. But if a heavyweight lands that perfect shot and hurts him, that's the only way he's gonna lose. So, but I don't think he's gonna be the first to lose his title, nor Pereira, nor DDP. Surprisingly, not Bilal Muhammad, not Makhachev, but Ilia Topuria. I think he loses pretty badly, actually, to Max Holloway, as I said in my most recent video. And I just think I think he's been very fortunate in that he caught Volkanovski at the right time, and now he's gonna fight someone who's just a better striker than him, and he's gonna get caught. I think he's gonna get hurt badly, and he's gonna get finished. So let me know, am I right, am I wrong? And who do you see as the first champion to lose their title?